So let's have a look at the brand new frequency shifter effect which comes with OS 3.0 for Virus TI. You can find it here in the FX1 page, just below the phaser section here. Now there are actually two types of effect, a ring modulator and a frequency shifter, and I'll show you the ring modulator first. You may well be familiar with ring modulation already, as it has long been a feature of the oscillator section of the virus. However, with the ring mod in the effects section, it's now extremely easy to achieve the kind of classic effects made famous by artists such as Vangelis, for instance. Now, when you first select the ring modulator, the chances are you won't hear any difference. Here's a sort of PWM pad sound again. And this is because the frequency is set to center position. But as you turn it up, the ring modulation will become very apparent. To stop it again, just land it right in the middle, and then you can sweep it that way as well if you like. We also have a stereo phase parameter here, because it's a stereo effect, and you can offset the left and right like that. So you can get some very subtle effects. If you use very sort of careful adjustments around the centre like that, and very extreme harsh effects as well. And we've also scaled the mix parameter so that if you set it exactly to 64 like that, you get what's known as amplitude modulation. So it's a very closely related effect. But that sometimes you'll find that that's more suitable to the sound. Okay, let's take a look at the frequency shifter now. You can think of the frequency shifter as being something like an expensive form of ring modulation. We've got exactly the same kind of parameters available to start. We've got the mix and the frequency and the stereo phase, which I'm going to set back to the middle for now. But we've also got these additional parameters available to us now, shape left and shape right. Let's just have a quick listen to the frequency shifter with the default settings. Okay, now things get really interesting when you start messing with the shape. If we turn them to opposite extremes, listen to what happens now. And also, I really like setting it like halfway, and you get this kind of really lovely warm tremolo effect. I'm finding these effects are surprisingly flexible as a sound design tool, especially if you target frequency with one or more modulation sources. I'll just quickly show you an example of a patch which uses the key follow to modulate frequency. Now you can't hear it right at the moment. This is just to hear the patch as it was. Now listen to what happens as I bring in the frequency shifter. I've used a similar kind of idea with a random pitch happening with this patch here, which is again an arpeggiator. Let's listen to it without the frequency shifter. Now with again. So a very powerful sound design tool. And as with all these new effects, if you want more detailed information, please refer to the user documentation.